Back in March 2024, we headed off on our long-awaited and long-planned trip, which was going to take us through 4 countries in 4 weeks. And it was a trip we were going to thoroughly enjoy. The idea was to head up through Namibia, from Namibia across to Caprivi, from Caprivi into Botswana, from Botswana into Zimbabwe, Vic Falls, then back into Botswana, and then from Botswana back through the game parks at Chobe, Savuti, Muremi, down to Achrabi's Falls, and then from Achrabi's Falls back home. Part 1 of the trip would see us venture up the N7 to Garis for the first night. From there we meandered up to Port Nolloth via Springbok for lunch, and then for the third day we took from Port Nolloth up to Alexander Bay, where we crossed the border. All in all, the total for the first part of the journey was 774 kilometers, and that got us to the Namibian border.
Well, we're finally on our way.
Am I turning left here?
You're
Yes, I am.
You're turning left?
Yes. I'm going up to the West Coast Road.
Going West Coast Road. Okay, Joel's doing the first leg of driving, and we're off. 4 countries, 4 weeks, 4 wheels. A for away. And first stop tonight is going to be in Garis at Sophia's guest house. So a nice leisurely drive up to Garis. Keep you guys informed as we go.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Marche Boulevard.
Well, we've arrived in Garis, and Jeepers has got a garage for the night, and we're in a little bungalow called Gerries. And here's the outside fireplace. Now I'll take you and let you see what we got. Got a lovely braai area here going on. They put some wood out for us. We'll just sit here this evening. And then in the distance is the N7, it goes past, and I think we are the only people here. Here you can see that's Gerries cottage, and now I'm going to take you for a walk inside. It's just acclimatized, and there's our little kitchen. Jules already got the kettle on, a little scullery, and coming into the bedroom area. This is the lovely bed we've got, and then into the bathroom and the shower. Quite lekker. Got some lovely ribeye steaks. Well, I've got a ribeye steak. Jill's got trout burgers. So we're going to get a nice fire going, and there's a little resident cat. This is the old Garis Hotel. I remember coming here years ago on a motorbike tour, and we stopped and we had lunch here at the old Garis Hotel, but we'll have a look at that a little bit more from the outside just now. She's going to do a run in every town, and off she goes. She's doing a little run in Garis. Garis is the old Sophia's guest house behind me, but it used to be the Namibia Hotel, I think it was. And on my biking days, I remember coming here with guys like Jeff Russell, and we were heading off to the coast to Yegsakaya. We would stop here, mainly because it had a lovely little pub, and we could refresh and have lunch. And I've got an old photograph somewhere of our bikes all parked outside this hotel. I'll have to dig it out, and I'll include it in the shot here somewhere. But for a number of years now, there's just not any throughput and any traffic anymore. It really is a small little town, and I've just spotted a little field mouse sitting on the ground there. I'm going to see if I can get a photo of it. Okay. Now we're heading up towards Springbok and on to Port Nolloth with Jilly driving. Beautiful Namibia land. arrived in Port Nolloth, and it's what a change in temperature. It's actually quite chilly because of the wind that's coming off the cold Atlantic Ocean and bringing the mist with us as well. So now we just need to find our accommodation. I've got to just try to remember what the name of our place is. We'll have to look it up. Okay. Port Nolloth. Had quite a lovely evening. Unfortunately, Port Nolloth had a power outage last night. Absolutely nothing to do with load shedding, just a power outage. But one of the redeeming little things about our little place we had indoor braai. So I went and caught another pack of firewood, and we had a lovely braai. Not the best accommodation, but rustic in terms of value for money, but expensive, on the expensive side one would think, compared to what we had in Garis. But you know what, today we crossed the border and we're heading into Namibia, so it's going to be new territory. And as I'm busy strolling up the road here, I'm meeting someone, and this is just walking through a little Port Nolloth, and I'll walk back down to the beach now. But as I'm walking through, I see there goes my wife. Oh, there she goes, she's running up a hill now. Okay, she's off to go and do a little thing up a hill. So she's doing her morning run. She's vowed to run every single morning. It's going to be interesting when we get to Botswana. I'm not so sure how she's going to run in the parks, but I think that's the day she'll give it a miss. Otherwise she'll have lions chasing her. But anyway, that's we'll save that for another day. Okay, I'm going to turn down here. We're going to take you guys down and show you the beach area while we wait for Jill to finish her run and come back home. We're down in the beach area, Port Nolloth, Atlantic. Very, very cold. We had a look in there yesterday, and over in the distance, over there, you can see the way distance. You can see the harbour. It's a small little harbour, and I remember from my SAF Marine days, there was only one little coaster that could actually come up to Port Nolloth, because they had a bow thruster, and it was the only vessel that could enter. But I see there's two tugs there, Boy Schneider tugs, but they of course they can maneuver through anything. So that's where they're going now. You know, some of the cottages. I think a lot of this is holiday accommodation and B&B self-catering. Down the bottom of the road, you can see the road is closed. Apparently they're building a new lighthouse, so that's going to be interesting. Today is we're going to head up to Alexander Bay, which is our last stop in South Africa, and then we cross the border into Namibia, and then from Namibia, once we're into Namibia, we're going to hug the Orange River, and that's going to be quite interesting because apparently that's a beautiful road. And there I can just, there goes our marathon runner, finding out all new routes to run, and looks like she's just like either finished her run now, or no, not yet. And there she goes again, and she's off on another leg. Okay, as I was saying, we're going to hug the Orange River, and from there up to Roshpina, and then Roshpina up to Aus, which of course is a road that Renier and I did on the motorbikes. A very boring road, a very straight road, but nevertheless it's one of the best routes for us to take to get us up to the road down to from Aus down to Lüderitz. And we're going to take a day to get from Aus to Lüderitz because we want to go and find the wild horses and see if we can really spend some time looking and see what we can see. Okay, so there in the distance you can see the harbour and the buoys. Obviously this is quite a tricky harbour to enter, because I think you have to enter at an angle. You got to run with the shore, because there's a reef right out the back there that I think protects the harbour. So I know it's quite an intricate, it's quite an involved harbour to actually enter. It's not an easy one, especially fairly large vessels. Okay, so that about sums it up for our little morning tour, and when we get back I'll show you guys our digs that we had for the night. Okay, so this is where Jeep has got to sleep last night. So it's the second night that she's been able to sleep under cover. Getting spoilt. I don't think that's going to last much longer. I think we're heading into sunshine territory with very little shade, and this is just another guy's car. Okay, and then we go around the corner and we'll have the entrance where we enter into our little B&B. This is the main road through Port Nolloth. That takes you down into the town, and then that way, that's the road that takes us north to Alexander Bay. So that's the road we'll be exiting on. It's tar all the way to Alex, and I think it's tar all the way today. So I think the first time we're really going to hit dirt is once we leave Luderitz and head for Sesrium, and then the real adventure starts. Okay, so this is where we've been staying. The old house. Not highly recommended from our side. We come into a little courtyard, and then we've got a little, almost like a little annex at the back. We've got two little lounges, which we didn't really use. The outdoor area. The scullery is outdoors. So this is sort of like an outdoor area, but it was a bit chilly last night with the power off and with the wind blowing. So we chose to eat indoors. Okay, coming in. Bit of a mess at the moment, but there's the indoor fireplace where we had a lovely little braai last night, and the little kitchen lounge area, and then of course the bedroom on that side. Bit of a mess at the moment, but anyway. Okay, so that's our digs. So we'll be packing up soon as Jill comes back, and then we'll be heading out. And here we go, leaving Port Nolloth. See a mound way in the distance on the coastline there. That's obviously a mound that was made from diamond mining. So there's still a lot of diamond mining happening along this coast. I don't know if as much as what happens north of the Orange River, but we were just talking about it earlier in terms of the diamonds all coming down the Orange River. Then either, depending on the way the current is flowing at the time, would go north or south. I think most diamonds went north though, that's why they found off the Namibian coast. In the distance there you can see a big mound of sand. That's obviously from the coastal diamond mining operations. The coastline down there. You can see some diamond works, some front-end loaders and diggers. Yeah, there's some mining operations still ongoing down there. operation going on down there. You can see the sand heaps. And all of those sand heaps are man-made, of course. That's purely the diamond mining. So obviously it must be lucrative. It must be an ongoing business. And still profitable because they're still doing it. Once we clear this cutting, we'll be able to see it a bit better. There we go. There's a big, looks like some sort of plant, obviously, where they do some of the sifting and the washing. There's a lot of sand heaps around, sand dumps, so obviously that's part of the area where they clear. Because I understand they take the sand right down to bedrock and wash and sift through that sand. And we are approaching the border post. So we'll have to put cameras away, I would assume, but we'll film until we get to the gate. Alexander Bay border crossing. Do you want to take a photo? No. Okay.
Anywhere here?
No, parking, no, this is parking.
Okay. Must have known we were coming.
There you go. Okay. Right, we're going to go in and we'll join you guys once we're back out. As they say, if they let us out. Don't worry about the red light. We can go. So let's check if there's anything on the bridge. Just my wife walking, so we'll head on across the bridge. And here we go, crossing the Orange River. Welcome into Namibia. Wow, Orange River. Give her a toot. Do you need a lift, young lady, or are you good to go?
Honey,
Yeah?
is this about a K?
I don't know.
It's
Close.
far.
You want in?
No,
Yeah.
I'm nearly
I'll
there.
see you there. Okay, she says she's going to walk the border.